You let me know. Thank you. Yes. I'm going this way. With Alexis. Have fun. Another new participant, Toya. The repeat attendees. All right. All right, we're gonna be starting pretty soon. I think you guys can probably hear me with the music, background or not. And Say that again. And so we'll give them another minute or so to get on in here. For you all's pleasure, and she is going to be giving us take two, not a take two, a part two on self-love. Okay, much better, much better. I get fingerprints all over stuff. Anywho, so I decided to look like somebody today. Her name's Alexis. So anyway, this will be part two for Tasia. Again, I did share, so I did some edits on our video yesterday, and I shared the link for their YouTube page right there in the description of the video. So if you are looking for their YouTube page, you'll find it there. You just click on the link and it'll take you right to their page. And they got some funny videos, this, that, and the third. And hopefully they'll be creating a calendar so that they'll be posting more often again for our viewing pleasure. Bless you. Bless you. So Lexi and Leah are here hosting, and we're going to be moderating here and there. So I guess he's not interested. We're going to give Tasia a moment to get her part two of the self-love, and then maybe we'll jump into a little bit of conversation, maybe a little deeper conversation with the group. Okay. So, Tasia, do you feel you're ready? Stop. Okay. Computer died. Knock, knock. Tasia. All right.
Okay, I'm here. Look at the baby. Y'all looking like twins. Okay. I have 3 new models of what I use to activate my self-love within me. And I'm going to start with the first one. And this is from my perspective, from my experiences. Hey, family. So the first one is, no, I did not. Confident. Okay, so the first one is to be confident in who you are. And how do you do that is to don't compare yourself to anybody that's around you, your friends, your family. Just you're unique in the way you're made. Like, I never compare myself because I know that I'm different and I like being different. So that just helps me become more confident, knowing that I don't have to be like everybody else, and everybody is different in their own way. And never change how you look or how you act to impress friends. When I get around different people, I try to be myself because I want like-minded people and people who see me being confident and they want to start being confident themselves. Like, I like to hang around confident people because it makes me want to be confident in who I am, even if you're different. So um, that's why it's important to be confident. Um, Also, my next motto is letting toxic things go that can hinder your personal growth. And how do I do that? Any family, any friends who don't support my growth that's always negative. Um, I have to let them go because I don't want those thoughts and their ways to get to me. And then I start acting like that. The people that you hang around, you will start acting like them. You will start to become like them. And I don't want to be around any negative things that can stop me from becoming a better person. So that's why I choose to just let any toxic things go that can hinder my personal growth. Um, my next motto is don't ignore your thoughts because of what you feel. How do I do that? I listen to myself. I become aware of how my feelings direct my actions. Um, and why this is important to me because my feelings can contradict what I think. Um, and what I feel is not always what's best for me. I can feel for this negative person that's in my life, um, but my thoughts can tell me to let this person go. They're gonna, hurt you in some type of way, and that's why I choose to always go with my thoughts instead of my feelings because my feelings really don't know no better, like the way I know better. So I think I said that right. Um, yeah, those are the three things. So being confident, um, letting toxic things go that can harm you, and never ignoring your thoughts are my three personal things that I take in for self love. So yeah, I would love any feedback from the family.
Guys, feel free to share any feedback. I'm also trying to help Darlene jump into the meeting as well. So I'll be right back. But Tasia is opening the floor to any questions, comments. So, guys, we don't have any comments. All right, so if there are no comments, unless I've missed them. Okay, so if there are no comments, then I did want to ask the family a few questions. Okay. So as what do we have on here? We have women, men, as we have been going through this pandemic and we have been at home, social distancing, and really being forced to ignore a lot of outside distractions. Okay. How is it that you guys have prioritized, or maybe if you haven't been able to, why do you feel you may not have been able to prioritize self-love? For instance, for myself, I dedicated a day, just a day, within this past 5 months where I wrote down everything that was in my head. Because for me, being at home, being a homeowner, being a new mom, being a wife, it has 1,000,001 demands. And every day I find myself like realizing a new demand. And the list just continues to add up in my head. So for me, I dedicated one day and I wrote everything out. And I wrote everything out based on position in my life. So I had a list for being a business owner. I had a list for being a wife. I had a list for my mommy duties. I had a list for being an employee. And I had each individual list on like this kind of sheet of paper. This is like a half notebook. And I took all of those lists and I organized it by what causes me the most anxiety of it not being lit. And I organized it, and now I have like 9 pages just on my board of stuff that have been in my head. But as I find myself tackling any of those items, I'm able to check it off. So that's something that I do, because for me, self-love for me is making sure that I organize and I see my small accomplishments and I don't take them for granted. Because even though I'm not bringing in $1,000 more income, or I'm not buying a new building, that does not mean that I'm not progressing. And so I have to be my own cheerleader sometimes. And the way I do that is making lists and checking items off. Anybody else want to share?
I know I heard something the other day about that, what you just said, like you're not bringing in $1,000. And somebody, mentioned gratitude the other day. And I think that might be the word of the year. I'm hearing that a lot. A lot of people are speaking about gratitude. And yeah, we're not making a lot of money, but we have to be grateful for what we have. So, like you say, just acknowledging the things that we do have is also, not focusing on what we don't, but definitely focus on what we do have is another good thing to do daily.
Any others? Okay, then my last question is in regards to this systematic racism. At some point, we do have to put it on the floor and we got to say something to it. And I think self-love um, is definitely something that's at risk when you talk about systematic racism and the things we run into on a daily basis. Because if you're not building yourself up, then the world will definitely tear you down. So, um, is there any new way that you find yourself just giving back to the community that you associate yourself with, whether it be racially, as a woman, as a man, as a parent? Is there any new way you find yourself giving back to the community and sharing the same kind of love that you do give to yourself to those that are in similar situations and circumstances?
Lexus, can you repeat what you just said? I had a hard time hearing you.
Was it over Leah's yelling? So, with all the systematic racism going on, with all the systematic racism going on, I wanted to find out if there's any new ways that we are finding to kind of give back to the communities we feel we are a part of, whether it's a part of them racially, by location, by your gender. Is there any new ways that you guys could share with us that you are giving back to your communities? Okay. So just an example from me, um, to kind of promote the Black community and Black owned businesses and so forth. Um, Even within social distancing, I try to make sure that I focus my attention on things that have been developed by the community as well as supporting Black businesses within families. But something that I try to do on an everyday basis is if I'm on YouTube or I'm on Facebook, if I'm on any of the like major platforms, I try to focus on African American content because, as we all should know, they're making money off your views, or at least you're getting recognition based on how often you're viewing or liking or kind of giving them your attention. So I make it a point to to engage with those that are African American that are sharing videos and content over YouTube. I think I've probably liked a new business, a new Black business on Instagram, at least 3 of them a day. That's what I've done. And I'm not saying every day. I'm saying the days that I go on because I don't go on the social media platform every single day. But I do that. And then also just finding other applications that are made by African Americans, one of which is melanated people. It's going to be a social network where it's African Americans or melanated people only. So I've been engaging on there as well and trying to stray away from Facebook. And then also, Rashawn just told me about a new streaming, well, not new, but a streaming app that was made by Jay-Z named Tidal. And so our goal is hopefully to get away from Spotify and use Tidal instead. So that's my way of kind of giving that love that I give to myself and giving that attention to our African American community, even though we're in this pandemic and we do have to social distance and we're not engaging and whatnot. Outside of that, I do make it a point to research any volunteer opportunities. I've been able to attend one food giveaway, so I want to actually do that again and make it a routine within my week or at least my month to do that on the west side of Chicago. So that's me. All right, then, guys, I think that would conclude our self-love topic for today. I appreciate you guys joining in and sharing and hearing Tasia out. Tasia, do you have any last words for us? And just to mention, I mentioned those other two topics because a lot of times we find that we are not focused enough on giving the love that we need to ourselves. But in addition to that, once we see what that looks like, then we're a lot more educated on how we can comfortably share that same energy with other people. So I just wanted to take it a little bit of a step further for us in those questions and making sure that we are also understand how we can share that same genuine love with other people in our community. Tasia, any final words?
I just want to say thank y'all for listening. Just being there, being family. This is really good practice for me because I want to start being more confident in my speaking and what I be thinking. So I'm glad that I got to share it with family, and it just feels good that my family is listening.
There is something also that they call what is the name of it? It's a public speaking group. And with considering the fact that we do have this platform for another, 27, 26 more days, I think we all could really benefit from having a moment and having time to just do speaking, public speaking in a safe space. And that's what I want to be able to consider this with our family, a safe space where you can be yourself and you can speak freely, no judgment, and then possibly, gain some critiques here and there. And all of us just build off of that. Something masters, taste masters, I think, or something like that. But if we can create that kind of platform for our family and you are interested, just shoot over a message to the John's family group or even a text message and just let us know public speaking is something that you're interested in and that you want to build on. So with them cutting the line across from me and me hearing all that loud noise, I am going to end our session for today. I thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys benefited, and I love you to all of you. Thank you.